Hey, friends. One of the things that good readers do is as they're reading, they're always asking themselves questions to help them better understand the story. And I'm going to show you what I would do as I'm reading this first chapter of this book. I'm going to show you what I would do. I'll kind of think aloud as I'm reading it to help myself understand the main idea and the details. Okay, so I'm going to read it, and I'll kind of like I said, I'll think aloud. So you'll be able to hear what I'm thinking because I'll say it out loud. Okay. Now remember, we talked about main idea as the big part of a story, or in this case, a chapter. This chapter is titled, What is a Savanna Like? Now, what I have found is a lot of times the story or the book or the chapter has the main idea right in there, written down for you. Sometimes not, but most of the time it's in there. Okay. I've also found that when you're reading a nonfiction book and it has a title, the title gives you a big clue as to what the main idea is going to be. In this case, when the title is a question, what is a Savanna like? The main idea is going to answer that question for us. Okay, so let's read. And like I said, I'm going to think out loud. So I'll kind of be talking as I'm reading. So just listen to what I read and the words that I say, because those are going to be my thoughts that I'm thinking out loud. All right, what is a Savanna like? So I wonder if what I'm reading is going to answer that question. A savanna is a grassland habitat. A savanna is a grassland habitat. I wonder if that is an answer to that question, but I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, what a grassland habitat is. So I wonder if the rest of the book is going to, or the rest of the chapter is going to tell me. The weather is hot all year. Oh, okay. So in a grassland habitat, the weather's hot. The savanna has a long dry season when very little rain falls. So my guess is that a grassland habitat has a very long dry season where it doesn't rain much. Grasses grow quickly during the rainy season. Oh, so all of this, you know what? All of this is telling me what a savanna is like. And I think that this sentence right here, I think, is actually our main idea. It says a savanna is a grassland habitat. And you know what I did? So that I could organize our thoughts, I put it into this graphic organizer where we put the main idea up here, and then down here we're going to list details. I went ahead and I already wrote a savanna, except I spelled it wrong. A savanna is a grassland habitat. So what we're going to do is we're going to write down the details that help support that main idea, or that explain that a little bit more. Okay. So what did the story say about a grassland habitat? I remember it was hot all year. I'm going to write that down as one of the details. Hot all year. That helped explain it a little bit more. Also, it had a long dry season. That was pretty important. It was a good detail. A long dry season, because remember it said it didn't rain very much. So it's hot all year. There's a long dry season. Also, there was that means that there was little rain, right? Little rain. And the little rain that they did have, grass grows fast. So, whoops, that handwriting is not very pretty. Hope you can read it. I'm writing at a strange angle. Okay, so the main idea was a savanna is a grassland habitat. Well, the details were that support this, or that explain it a little bit more. It's hot all year. There's a long dry season, and little rain grows, or excuse me, little rain, but the grass grows fast when there is a little rain. So those are the details that support that main idea. Okay? So what you're going to do in your seesaw activity is you're going to do a main idea and details activity. So be thinking about what we talked about today as to so you can figure out what your main idea is of your activity also.